SR93 Boxing, I'm back with a quick video. See, I feel like a lot of KELL Brook fans as well as Team Brook and Eddie Hearn is pissed off that they have to fight Amir Khan. This is funny because I'm glad Amir Khan did what he did. Now he trapped KELL Brook. You know what? I made a video saying Amir Khan may have cornered KELL Brook. Hell yeah, he have cornered KELL Brook. Look at him now. Look at him now. He was fighting all these bums and shit, and he wanted that Amir Khan fight here and there, hoping he can get the Khan fight without taking any chances in his career. And now, guess what? He has pretty much no choice but to fight Errol Spence. Look at him now. See, I was watching what's his name? Dominic INGLE, I believe, or yeah, KELL Brook's trainer. He's like, there's no way Amir Khan wants to fight, make the fight with KELL Brook. There's no way, blah blah blah. He's so mad. He's so mad that KELL Brook has to fight Errol Spence. Eddie Hearn as well. Eddie Hearn just made on a video just saying that, oh, what was it? We made a offer to Errol Spence and no reply. Get the fuck out of here, man. Offer to Errol Spence with no reply. Look, the way he said it, and anyone that's kind of been around that kind of knows, right? Even when people lie, sometimes you can tell. You can tell with Eddie Hearn is fucking lying. He's always been a little liar. No one seems to point that out. I mean, some people do, but not everyone. A lot of people don't seem to point that out. I wonder why. Like, and you know, these Brook fans are getting so mad. Oh, KELL Brook's this, KELL Brook's that. Why you support real fighters like KELL Brook, Triple G, this and that. Triple G, I already exposed Triple G. And KELL Brook is literally even worse than Triple G. He has to fight top fighters. I don't care what people say. I'm not going to give him a pass for that. KELL Brook's been a fraud, always is a fraud, looking for ways to avoid Errol Spence by any means. I mean, I have never seen a world champion in boxing. I mean, at least I can't remember a world champion, the boxing world champion with such great talent like KELL Brook has in terms of in the ring. That is this bad when it comes to avoiding fight. He's trying to avoid fighters somehow. I've never seen this in my I've watched boxing for a long time. I've watched boxing for my age. I'm 23. I've watched boxing for a long time for my age. I've been watching boxing since I was what, 6, 7? Probably, yeah. Yeah, when I was very young. And all of a sudden, you look at all these guys, like, everyone's taking some sort of chances. Forget Amir Khan, because people think I'm a Khan fanboy. But, okay, let's look at Danny Garcia. How does Danny Garcia get cherries and not KELL Brook? Explain me that. I had a KELL Brook fan saying, and he obviously has to be a hardcore KELL Brook fan saying, oh, Danny Garcia's got bums all over his resume. KELL Brook would... Yeah, he goes like, Danny Garcia's got bums all over his resume. So how can you say that Danny Garcia doesn't deserve cherry and KELL Brook does? Man, are you stupid? How stupid can you get? Danny Garcia has one of the best resumes in boxing. Yeah, he cherry-picked here and there. That's okay. But see, the difference between Danny Garcia and KELL Brook with the resumes, Danny Garcia fought top fighters and he cherry-picked here and there. KELL Brook fought bums and he picked top fighters here and there. That's the difference. Danny Garcia has few cherries with a lot of good fighters. KELL Brook has a lot of cherries with few good fighters. That's the big difference. And that's a big difference. That's pretty much the opposite of... KELL Brook's pretty much the opposite of Danny Garcia in that sense. And, you know, his best win was a win over Sean Porter, who, to be honest, look, he keeps fighting enough fighters. You're going to see Sean Porter exposed. He's a good fighter, but he ain't as much as... People had this hype on him like he was some next Mike Tyson and shit. Like, nah, stop it. So, yeah, man. KELL Brook fans getting pissed. KELL Brook's getting pissed. I am glad that they're now mad that they have to fight Errol Spence. I'm happy because that's what they're supposed to do. See, I would have had no problem. If they're trying to avoid Errol Spence, but... Look, if KELL Brook was trying to avoid Errol Spence, but if KELL Brook was the guy who fought a lot of good fighters... maybe Keith Thurman, I mean anyone, Diego Chavez, Brandon Rios, Jesse Vargas, they could have made the fight. Jesse Vargas went to Pacquiao when KELL Brook says, nah, it has to be in the UK and you know, you can't get this much money basically. I mean, if he fought those fighters, yeah, he has to make the compromise. See, like what I mean by compromise is when KELL Brook fought Jesse Vargas, he's like, no, I want this much money, blah, blah, blah. Because, you know, the reason why it fell apart is because of the money. And Jesse Vargas, him being a world champion as well, Because keep in mind, the only thing that keeps him relevant, Kell Brook relevant, is the title, and he's trying to use that as a leverage in every single negotiations to get as much money as possible. Without the title, he ain't shit, to be honest. Like, I'm talking about what is achieved and things like that. So Jesse Vargas, who had a title as well at the time, and he is a bigger name. He's definitely a bigger name in terms of boxing. Obviously not in UK, he's not a bigger name, but in boxing. And Kell Brook wanted that fight in the UK. Obviously, Jesse Vargas would want more money, a lot more money for that. You know, a lot of money for that, for the fight, because he's coming to the UK. He's coming to your own turf, in right here. And Kell Brook, he couldn't afford that. Now, Kell Brook is a guy with a bad resume. Point as simple as that. Really bad resume. He has to make those compromises and amend his resumes. And I don't see him doing that. If he did that, if he said, okay, I'll fight Jesse Vargas in the US, maybe in the UK, I'll offer him the big money. And if not, hey, go fight in the US, man. You would have been a big name in the American Kell Brook fight would have been an international, not just a domestic fight, but an international fight if you did that. But you don't want to take no fucking chances. You're sitting there, I'll fight in the UK, blah, blah, blah. No, you have to make compromises. You're not Floyd Mayweather, right? They say American's not Floyd Mayweather. Well, he is compared to you. Kell Brook has to take some chances. He has to make some compromises, fight certain fighters. I mean, I don't know how the fuck they avoided the Diego Chavez fight. I still confuses me to this day. The contract was void. Diego Chavez got $35,000 against Timothy Bradley, and he accepted that. Timothy Bradley got about $2 million, I believe. Now, how are you not able to make a fight with someone like Diego Chavez? He's coming to the UK, so what? I don't think Diego Chavez would have. You could have given him a low amount of money, like a low amount. I'm talking about maybe £40,000, not even six figures. And I reckon he would have accepted it. It's a title on the line. He would have accepted it. And you still couldn't make that fight. Man, that's how much of a fraud you are. And these fans need to stop it, man. They're not real boxing fans. They're just Kell Brook fanboys, bro. Seriously. Kell Brook needs to stop it. I'm glad this is happening. I want to see what he's doing next. I hope he doesn't escape to 154. Because if he fights Errol Spence, I'll give him credit. I'm not going to pretend like, oh, Kell Brook wasn't scared after all, because Kell Brook wasn't trying to avoid Errol Spence after all, because yeah, he still is. So yeah, that's really all I have to say, man. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you Kell Brook fanboys think. I'm SR93 Boxing. I'm out.